Hey, Paulie, can you hear me? Are you showing clips, Paulie? It says your mic's muted. Let's see. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Basketball City. Hope everybody's having a good day. There we go. Paulie, can you hear me? Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Can you hear me, though? Am I coming through? Just want to make sure. Can anybody in the chat let me know? Just want to make sure I'm coming through clear. Testing, testing. Okay, awesome. All right, what's good, everybody? You can hear me, though? Okay, all right, good. All right, what's good, everybody? Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. Thank you, Paulie. Yeah, sweet. All right, so I had a question for Paulie. How are those Knicks doing? I heard that there was something going on with Jalen Brunson, um, bringing in a meeting, calling a meeting or something. So remember, Basketball City, we like to talk about everything, all basketball teams in the NBA. Obviously, my focus is the Celtics, but I'm always open to speaking about other teams. Um, Oh, 4-game losing streak. That's what's going on. Yeah. So what is going on with the Knicks? It's Mike Brown, the head coach, right? I thought Mike Brown does a pretty good job overall. Something with the chemistry. I feel like the Knicks have such a good group of players. With OG, with Cat, with Bridges. I feel like and obviously Brunson. Oh, it's his new role. So is it like he's getting the ball less? They're taking away some of his shots. They're not going to him in the post. I know that Cat likes to shoot the three. Oh, Cat's not getting along with him. Dang, that's tough. You know what's crazy? It was kind of strange. So the one and only Kirk. It says for him, his time for his messages was 9:35 p.m. And Paulie, it says yours is 6:24 a.m. I thought you were in New York or Jersey. You elsewhere? You on the West Coast or Central? What about you, the one and only Kirk? What's your team, bro? What you got? Oh, okay, and you're in Jersey. I wonder why it's saying. Oh, now it's saying 9:37 p.m. But I mean, I could screenshot. It says your earlier messages were at 6:24 a.m. So that's kind of strange. It's acting a little weird. All right. So the last time I checked earlier today, the Celtics were destroying the Indiana Pacers, which shouldn't be really a surprise to anybody. But hey, if you remember the last time we played the Pacers, Jalen Brown was hurt and Siakam got that game winner, which was pretty sweet for the Pacers, but it wasn't good for us because that illegal screen that Mr. Missoula was asking for. So right now, Celtics are up 108, 103 to 88. Oh, 100%. Now, what's your team, the one and only Kirk? Who you supporting? Let's see here. All right, I'm just switching over. Okay, let's share that screen. All right, so right now, all right. Right now, Siakam has 30. He is trying to help his Pacers. Unfortunately, he's not getting much help. Next dude in line for points is Walker with 11. But hey, let's take a look at the Celtics here. Celtics got outscored in the third, 32 to 25. But hey, again, Brown is leading the way with 26 points. We got Hauser and Quetta, 15 and 15. Derek White, man, I don't know what's going on with Derek White this season. You know, he was supposed to be the number 2 this season because Jason Tatum went down. He's had some really up and down numbers. If we take a look at what's going on with Derek White as far as his game, he's only averaging. Let's see, he's playing a lot too. I wonder how many minutes he's averaging right now. So right now he's averaging 34 minutes. All right, 17 points. I guess that's solid. I feel like he's doing worse. He's been doing worse. Yeah, I mean, look at the last 3 games. 4 points, 7 points, 8 points. It's kind of like, what's going on, dude? I mean, look, he went 0 for 6 from 3, 1 for 2, 0 for 3, and then he has games where he's dropping almost 30. 30 against San Antonio, 30 against the Clippers. But man, 3 games in single digits, that's brutal. I mean, Celtics are winning regardless. I mean, obviously, dude, Derek White isn't all about offense. I mean, look at this defense. 7 blocks. Then he had 5 steals. Like, obviously he's helping out in other ways, but I feel like he can be a scorer. And unfortunately, it's just not what we expected right away. Let's see. All right, let's take a look around the league. It's all about what's going on. We shoot from one basketball city to another. Right now, one of the things I didn't quite understand when I checked earlier was I don't know if LaMelo Ball is just causing problems sometimes because he's coming off the bench for some reason and he has 2 points. So and I took him to have at least 12 tonight. So can you help a brother out? Like, man, I don't know what's going on with this Hornets team. But yeah, Ball is coming off the bench. He has 2 points. He's 1 for 15. That's brutal. Has 7 assists. Obviously a solid passer, but I don't know what's going on here. But hey, wish Lonzo was playing. Poor Lonzo must be having more issues with his health. If you remember, he had a big knee issue. Took him out of the Bulls lineup or the season in general for quite some time. But hey, the Cavs, they'd had such a great season last year, and now they're only 4 games above 500, which is kind of interesting. Mobley's putting in work, 14 and 14. Spida, 24 points, 6 assists, but he has 8 turnovers. Wow. All right, it's a close game, 11 seconds left, 12 seconds left, 92-87. Wonder if the Hornets can surprise them. Well, we were talking earlier, Paulie, about the Knicks. Brunson had that meeting. Looks like it made a difference. Geez, it's over in New York tonight at Madison Square Garden. We got the Knicks up 117-61. That is embarrassing. Jeez. The Nets only have 61. And look at Porter Jr. I mean, he's been their go-to guy this season. He only has 12. So he's only hit 4 shots. What we got going on for offense here? Brunson with 20, Cat with 14. Yeah, I mean, Cat only attempted 8 shots. Brunson has 17. I mean, that's something you're gonna have to live with. Brunson's the go-to guy, man. He's a baller. I feel like Cat's a serviceable guy. He's a 1 or 2 option. I mean, excuse me, a 2 or 3 option. But oh, Nicole, I didn't know you were here. So happy to see that you've joined us. Oh my goodness, I didn't see all these people come in. What's good, everybody? Hope you're all doing well today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I thought I was just talking to a couple people. I see a few more that join. Yeah, Cavs are struggling, huh? It's tough, man. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear about your Cavs. Yeah, I do. I don't really watch me personally, like I'm someone who likes to watch the clips. I watch the highlights. I don't have cable. I refuse to pay the cable company all my money. So I always look at the box scores, check everything out that way. But yeah, I'm pumped for the Patriots. We're big Mike Vrabel fans. We're super happy he came back. We think he's doing a heck of a job with the Pats. And yeah, I'm pumped. I think that we're gonna have a nice. I think Denver's probably gonna put up more of a fight than people think because Bo Nix was hurt, but they're still a professional team. They're still gonna compete. Oh, they want Giannis. I didn't know that. Do you think he's gonna go, Paulie? Is Giannis going to is Giannis gonna try to get out of Milwaukee? I thought he kept saying that he was trying to stay. Yeah. Ah, okay. All right. I mean, it's a bigger market. I think he'd have fun in New York. You know, he'd team up with some real hoopers. Oh, Nicole's super sticker. Thank you. We love those super stickers. All right, let's see. Going back to the scores. Oh, we got a big game tonight. OKC and Milwaukee. We all wonder how that's going to turn out. So what's going on with the Grizzlies and Morant? I just don't understand it. Is it like it would obviously it'd be an inconvenience for him if they traded him because then you have to get up and move somewhere else. I mean, we all know that's part of it, right? I mean, right now he has 16. He's plus 5, only taking 8 shots, 8 assists. I mean, he's helping the team, but that's on the court. When it comes to attitude and behavior, we just again wouldn't be a good role model to have with some of the stuff that he's been caught up in. A little disappointed with that stuff. Oh man. Yeah, that's true. I mean, getting Bridges was big. I mean, it's so interesting too to watch how these players operate. Like, remember when Bridges went to the Nets and he was cooking like Porter Jr. is now. And then, again, he goes to the Knicks and he's just a role player. Like when he was on the Suns, it was really fun to watch him. Really, really strong defensive player, but also can score. He showed that when he was in New Jersey. I won't spend it all in one place. Maybe I'll go to the penny candy store if I can and see what I can get. Yeah, we love that. It's all about CNC. I got to get one of those CNC banners that I see in the back of your streams. I'm a little jealous of those. Those are cool. I got to get one of those. All right, let's go back to what we were looking at here. So 88, 86, Grizzlies are up. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left. How about these Detroit Pistons this year, man? First in the East. They beat us. They beat our Celtics earlier. Jaylen Brown had that nice shot at the end of the game. I think Tobias Harris was covering him. He went over by the elbow and did a step back or it was kind of like a fadeaway jumper from the mid. Didn't go in. We lost 104-103. But the Pistons, I feel like Celtics Pistons would be such a great series. So right now we're looking at, how about Duncan Robinson, everybody? Whew. This boy can shoot. He's averaging 12. But look at this, 15, 16, 19, 20. Man, out of nowhere, too. The Miami Heat didn't want him. They gave him a huge contract, and now he's playing with Detroit. He's helping this team, man. Let's take a look at the standings here. Yeah, I mean, Detroit has the best record in the East, 31-10. Thunder, 36-8. Still impressive. How about the Spurs, though, man? Super pumped for the Spurs. It's great to see that organization is back in the winning column. I am curious, though, with at this time frame, like what's going to happen with any trades, player movement. Is anything exciting going to happen? I don't know if you heard. Let's see. Well, I'm sorry, I missed the chat for a minute. Yes, that'd be great. Circus peanut candy. I could go on to Temu. I'm sure I could get a lot of good stuff on there. Yes, you definitely have some. You two definitely have that connection. Yeah, I'm not sure about the comparison between the Canadian and the American. I'm not going to comment on that. I've only been to Canada once, and it wasn't pretty. Yeah, he can be inconsistent for sure, and I get that. And he's also a defensive liability. Obviously that's probably why it didn't work in Miami, because Miami's all about grit and toughness, and it's all good. Yeah, circus peanuts aren't candy. What am I, some type of elephant? You gonna give me peanuts? Let's see. I want to take a look back here though. See what was going on with the. Yeah, so the Pistons are on a 3-game win streak, 7-3 in their last 10. I mean, who is the hottest team right now? We got a few teams in the West. The Rockets are on a 3-game win streak. The Suns, the Trailblazers, Blazers are 8-2 in the last 10. That's pretty good. That's the best record right now in the West in the last 10 games. Everybody else, the closest would be the Pistons. So Pistons in the last 10 to 7-3, Blazers out of nowhere. Like a young up and coming team. And I mean, remember Scoot Henderson? That dude, I don't even think he's playing, right? I mean, he's If we take a look back to yesterday, Blazers on there? No. We miss our boy Drew Holiday. He was a difference maker. We could never understand why Milwaukee would ever give a guy like that up. Initially, he was so frustrated because obviously it affects your family so much when you get traded. But look at this, man. I mean, they beat the Hawks, the Lakers, the Kings. But I'm just curious, like, who is doing the work on this team? Shaden Sharp? All right, so Kamara, Klingon. Oh yeah, so Sharp had 25, but like, okay, Drew Holiday's back in the lineup. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Oh yes, Grant came back. That's right. So Grant had 22. Oh, I'm not familiar with your game, Mr. Love. Caleb Love had 22 and 7 assists. That's pretty sweet. Oh man, Yang needs to get more minutes. We want our boy Yang to get more minutes, don't we? Let's see. Celtics, going back to the Celtics. Where are my Celtics fans at? All right. Switching back over. This is Basketball City, everybody. We like to check on all our teams, see how everybody's doing. So Siakam. Yeah, good for Caleb Love, right? Proud of him. Yeah, he is still developing. I wish he was I wish, he was really cool. So earlier today in school, I've been doing something to help my students get motivated where I would choose a mystery student at the end of class. And if that mystery student is doing what they're supposed to, they get rewarded. So I got a bunch of packs, and one of the kids that got rewarded today opened one of the packs, and Yao Ming was in there. So I'm like, man, I used to love watching Yao Ming play because if you remember Hakeem the Dream, he was working with him. He was doing everything that he could to help Yao out, and that was just, I mean, a 7'6" player hitting turnaround fadeaway jumpers. And even like you think about when Shaq was going up against him and Yao was blocking him. Unbelievable. Yeah, so the Celtics won tonight, 119-104. They're still number 2 in the East. Nice strong win by the Celtics. There was a bigger gap, I imagine, playing some of the other guys probably contributed to the Pacers coming back, but Siakam was leading the way for the Pacers with 32 points, 10 rebounds. Good for him, man. Good for him. All right, we're taking a look at the other games here. Cleveland Cavaliers ended up beating the Charlotte Hornets 94-87. Paulie's New York Knicks beat the Nets. Wow, the Nets only scored 66 points tonight. That is an embarrassing put out. Memphis and Atlanta. End of the third, we got Memphis up by 1, 95-94. And to Nicole Mack's Raptors to going against the Kings tonight. That, man, we were talking about this, I think, last week. The Kings, what a poorly run organization. What is going on with that organization? Can somebody tell me, are there any Knicks fans in here? Yeah, we should have won yesterday, for sure. Now, what's going on with Grady, Nicole? Is he performing to your standards? I don't know if it was AI generated, but I thought there was something recently where the Raptors played the Celtics and Grady got a jersey swap with or he was holding the jersey next to Jaylen Brown. So that was pretty funny. Or are they continuing to fine him for doing stuff like that? I remember there was one with Anthony Black. Would have been fun if it was with Jaylen Brown. I don't know. Although might have been one with Derek White. Oh, limp. Oh boy. Oh man. I'm happy I don't ever hear that term. Oh, he's completely off his game. Maybe you're gonna have to go see him and support him a little more often. What's the cost of a Raptors ticket these days? How much do they go for? If you want to sit in like a quality seat, few hundred. Poor guy. Poor Grady. How about the Pelicans? What's going on with the Pelicans? I know our guy Sniper, he was talking about how they should really give the keys to Queen. But hey, I mean, you probably got some issues there with Trey Murphy. Again, I don't really follow this team, but I'm sure Trey Murphy wants to be the go-to guy if he's attempting 16 shots in you know in this game. And then I don't know if Zion got hurt again, but he's only played 15 minutes. Such an interesting team. Then you got Jordan Poole. I don't see Grand Theft Alvarado on here. I wonder if he's hurt. He might be. But oh man, Sniper, if you're out there listening, I didn't realize that the Pelicans were 10-35. What a tough record to take a look at. That's tough. Remember the days when the Pelicans were good? Kind of a long time ago. He looked hot in the preseason. Yeah, help the guy out. What's going on with Scotty Barnes? Where's Scotty at? Scotty's a dog. What we got? What we got going on for tonight for this Raptors game? We have 68% of ESPN analytics telling us that they're going to win tonight. Spreads -4.5. Ah, yes, Brandon Ingram. I forgot about that young fella. Brandon Ingram is averaging 21. Barnes got 8 rebounds. Oh, quickly had a huge game the other night, didn't he? Was that yesterday? I thought I checked this yesterday. Didn't he have like 40? Yes. Wow. Look at that. So quickly had 40 points last night. 11-11 from the free throw line. He went 7 for 8 behind the 3-point line, and overall field goal percentage was really high. Scotty had 26, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists, almost a triple double. Ingram had 22. Hey, at least Grady's starting, and number one in your program, but I'm sure he's number one in your heart, Mac. Oh, I didn't see the Scotty Kingmaker. Yeah, quickly is killing it. Yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, that's just the business, though, right? We have that dude Anthony Simons who, I thought we were going to trade him. So I'm curious what's going to happen there. How many minutes did he get tonight? Anthony Simons got 22 minutes tonight. He attempted 4 threes, hit 1, 2 field goals, 2 free throws. I mean, he was a +2. So I don't know. I'm not sure what we're going to do with him if we're going to keep him around. Jason Tatum is looking really good, though, in all the videos that come up with him working out and showing that he's getting ready to make a return. I think his estimated return is March. So for all those Celtics fans out there, if you've been patiently waiting for Jason Tatum, he's coming back. I kind of refuse to talk about the Lakers and LeBron. I don't really want to talk about what's going on there. I don't know if anybody saw in the news today that came out about Genie Bus and all this stuff that's going on. Then you got Rich Paul talking about, Austin Reeves and what they're going to do or what they should do as far as making moves to get the Lakers in a better position to win and compete in the playoffs. I just think that team is going nowhere fast. For all you Laker fans out there, I'm sorry. I just think the Lakers have been a dumpster fire since they blew up that 2020 bubble team. They made a huge mistake by letting McGee go and Caldwell Pope, Dwight Howard. They had all these pieces they probably could have kept together, but I'm sure they just didn't want to pay certain players. And, you know, yeah, I know. I have a really hard time talking about. I'm sure there's somebody in here that's their king, but I don't know. The I can't talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. I'd rather talk about something else. Oh wow, if we switch over to Milwaukee, let's take a look. Let's fly over to Milwaukee. We're going to see how the Bucks are doing. Oh my gosh, they're already down by 15. And who is killing it? AJ Mitchell. AJ Mitchell, everybody. Who knows who AJ Mitchell is? 23 years old, Santa Barbara. He was picked in round 2, picked 38 by the Knicks. Interesting. And he's averaging 14 points this season. Pretty good for him. I did not know that. I haven't been following the Thunder much. I was kind of following them early on when Jalen Williams was hurt and they were kind of cruising. And then Jalen Williams came back, and then they were trying to figure out, like, oh no, what do we do here? Let's take a look real quick. If we go to what was I thinking about the Thunder? I'm just curious, like, what's going on here. Okay, so they beat 2, 4. They went on a 5-game win streak. They lost to the Heat in a close one. Beat the Cavs. Now they're probably going to smash the Bucks, right? I would think so. Another team that I don't quite understand. Like, even though Doc Rivers was in charge of the 07-08 team, he had some incredible Hall of Fame players. Oh, I don't. It's all good. Oh yes, I remember that, Mac. That was, and look at all those players, and you know who you forgot to mention there was Julius Randle. I think he broke his leg or something. I think he got hurt, but I remember all those players they were with Kobe early on, and they had so much potential. But yeah, that person and his team and their control over an organization is just like, I'm sure that's tough. No worries. You feel free. You can talk about it. I don't really want to spend time talking about that player. Paulie, can we get Giannis over in New York for Paulie for a nice, maybe a birthday present? What's going on in Milwaukee here? They only have 11 points. Kuzma 0 for 3, AJ Green 0 for 2. Man, I don't even know who Pete Nance. Who's that? Cole Anthony needs to get more minutes. And what about Gary Trent Jr.? Is he hurt? That dude can shoot. But look at the lineup here. Ryan Rollins, AJ Green, Gary Harris, Kyle Kuzma. I mean, what a difference when they had Drew Holiday. And I mean, Chris Middleton was hurt for a long time, but he was a scorer. he could shoot it. Dude could play. All right, what's going on over in New Orleans? Still a close game. 5-point game in New Orleans. Detroit's up 101-96. We got Jalen Duren leading the way with 16 and 13 rebounds. Okay. Going down, checking out Micah Peavy, lead scorer for the Pelicans. Again, not a player I'm really familiar with, but good for him, trying to make a name for himself. If we fly down over to Memphis, I would love to meet Treaticus someday. That'd be great. Maybe fly down, catch a Grizzlies game, sit courtside with the mayor. Probably that would be like a dream come true. He's definitely underrated. Drew Holiday is definitely an underrated player. If you think about it, Mac, he's a two-time champion. He was the defensive anchor for the Bucks when they won their championship, and then when he came over to Boston, I'm not sure if you watched any of those playoff series, but he had some key steals in those final moments of the games. Right? Yeah, let's go, Paulie. Got a Rumble starting up in the Discord if anybody's looking to win something cool. Nice, cool prize. Yep, cat giveaway in the Discord. If you didn't know, there's some tension, some issues on the New York Knicks. Paulie filled us in. He was telling us about how, I guess Cat was a little unhappy or maybe not happy with Mike Brown's system. I'm not really sure. Not that I'm too worried about the Knicks, Paulie, but hey, let's take a look at those Knicks, eh? All right, the Knicks are right behind the Celtics. But yeah, like Paulie said, 3-7 in their last 10. So they're gonna have to figure it out if they want to compete with us. So let's see here. Yeah, I mean, that's brutal. Sacramento, Golden State, Phoenix, Dallas, 4 straight losses. Oh, so the last 2 games, Cat has led the team in points. So maybe that's part of the issue. And then OG led in Bridges. So it's like, I don't know if Brunson was hurt or not, but yeah, that'd be cool if we had one of those events, Mac. All right, everybody, get over to the Discord. Paulie's running the Rumble. We love those Rumbles. Wow, what a difference. It was just 26-11. Now we got 37-18. Giannis only has 3. Ouch. Bobby Portis as tough as they come. Ended the first quarter. Thunder up 37-18. This could be a blowout. Big time. All right, how about all you Hawk fans out there? What's going on with the Atlanta Hawks? What I've noticed is CJ McCollum is trying to take over. I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's a good idea. You have a lot of nice young talent on this team. It should be Jalen Johnson that's taking all the shots. Yeah, McCollum looks like he's been moved to the bench because he's only played 19 minutes tonight. But, geez, he's attempted the second most shots on the team with 11. You know what? I'm always so interested to see. I don't know if anybody ever looks at this, but I used to look at this a lot when I was younger, just out of curiosity as far as like, all right, how much do these guys make? Who is making the most on this team? So if we take a look at the Hawks, I'm sure there's a lot of players that are making as much as CJ McCollum. Okay, so CJ is making 30.6 million. And oh geez, I forgot about Porzingis. Porzingis is at 30 million as well. So geez, they have Porzingis, McCollum, Jalen Johnson. So those three are in the 30s. Then you got Alexander Walker with 15 and O'Connell with 15. So, I mean, usually would you think that the person that's getting paid the most should be taking the most shots? I think that's part of it. What is going on with this? Oh, okay, I see it now. What's good, everybody? What's happening? This is Basketball City with Andy Mack. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Hope you're having a great day. It's nice to see you. If you just got here, you've missed a lot. Missed a lot of basketball talk. We love to talk basketball, everything basketball, all teams, all organizations. I am a Celtics fan, but I'm willing to talk about any of your teams, any of your hoopers. A lot of ballers out there. We all want to be ballers, don't we? I had a basketball game tonight at before the stream, and that's what I was thinking. I want to be like Mike. Do kids still say that? I don't know. Probably not. Not the same anymore. I always wanted to be like Mike. Yes. But yeah, so I play in an over 30 league and I was hooping. Hit a couple threes. That's the great thing when you get older, people play less defense, so yeah, I was a little disappointed, Mac, when we were out in Vegas and I didn't see you hooping on the court with us. That would have been fun. You were chilling, you were having a good time, but it would have been nice to see those handles. See a couple jump shots, you know. Yeah, you have to think like that. Like I'm 6 feet, but when I step on the court, I feel like I'm 6'5". Yeah, watch out. I set some bone crushing screens. And it was kind of funny if if you weren't in Vegas or you weren't on the sidelines watching, Jacob was calling me Jokic or or something. I don't know. It was kind of funny. I was like, my name's Andy. Oh man. I thought those Top Shot jerseys that we got were really sick. I'm trying to think who is the dude who is the NBA player that was there that came to that event. Was he on the Grizzlies? I'm trying to remember. Can't remember who they got, what his name was. What was that dude's name? Can you help me out, Mac? What was that player's name that came to visit? He was signing autographs, taking photos. Oh man, what was his name? I feel like I feel like oh, Ty Jerome. Yes, thank you. So the summer prior to that, we got to meet I'm sorry if I mispronounce his name, but I think it's Matsas Buzelis or Buzelli. And that guy is hooping. If you have watched any of the Bulls games this year, he is dunking on people, he is scoring. That was cool to meet him because he was just a young kid. It was his rookie year. And now as a second year player, he is destroying these NBA vets. Yes, he is the future, my guy. He was a really cool, down to earth person, though. We were at the Brew Dog out in Vegas, taking photos, shooting the breeze with Matas, and super grateful. Shout out to the Dapper crew for hooking that up. Same thing with Ty Jerome. We appreciate that. That was always that was always a good memory to have, meeting some NBA players, some future stars. I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on with Ty Jerome. I hope he's doing well. I'm not really sure like who he's playing with and all that stuff. I'd have to look that up. Mm. What's going on with Ty Jerome? Just out of curiosity, do we know? Ty Jerome, where are you at, Ty Jerome? All right, so he is still with the Grizzlies. Oh, that's great. Oh, okay. No, he's not. Looks like he's not playing. Oh, okay. So he's a team right now. Interesting. He was with the Cavs in 24-25. I wonder if he's a free agent or if he's playing overseas. Dude can hoop though, we know that. Oh, he is with the Grizzlies. All right. Let's go. Let's take a look at that. Has he played tonight? I feel like he was such a good player. That's why I was confused. I wonder what's going on with Ty Jerome. Is he hurt? Okay, so he was ruled out for tonight's game. All right, so Max got it. Still with the Grizzlies. He's still hooping. What's going on for rumors? Any rumors going on in the NBA right now? Is Steve Kerr on the hot seat? I think so. I mean, I think that run is over, and it's unfortunate to have a talent like Steph Curry and just, not really be going anywhere fast. Anything good going on? It's too bad Austin Reeves is hurt. AR-15 is such a fun player to watch. Someone who's like super dedicated to his craft. A lot of players hurt. Kevin Porter Jr., I guess, won't be playing anytime soon. We were talking earlier about the relationship with Jeanie Buss. Nobody cares. I sure don't. Oh yeah, Kyrie. Forgot about Kyrie. Saw Dame Lillard like skipping the other day. Hopefully he's coming back soon. Kyrie, Lillard, Tatum. Who was the other guy? Was there another player that messed up his Achilles that anybody can think of? I wonder whatever happened to Ennis Cantor and his freedom. Hopefully that dude's okay. Yeah, see, the Celtics were not expected to be where they are today. All you Celtics haters out there, we've proven you wrong. We're number 2 in the East. Jaylen Brown's leading us. JB, Halliburton, Hallie. I forgot about him. That's why the Pacers are so bad. They're hurting. They're hurting without him. I guess the Grizzlies are going to keep Morant. Sounds like a mistake, but who knows? I guess going back to the Wizards, we were talking about the Wizards like a week or two ago with that Trae Young trade, and I guess supposedly he won't be playing much. This Hoops Hype website is really cool though. If you're not familiar with it, I used to look at it, you know, again, growing up, always curious. I've always been a huge NBA fan. Always, always enjoyed. You can even you can even click on the rumors about specific teams, but I don't know if they still have it on this website. They had like a Twitter or like a social media of players, so you could see like, all right, what players are making posts? What are they saying? But look at this. I mean, how would you know this? Where would you find this information? Free agency, players who got waived on Christmas. That's just, I think, a fun fact type thing. Obviously, there's a lot of ads, so that's a hard part. But yeah, I mean, you can take a look. Different free agents. Um, let's see. Yeah, we won't really bother with it right now. But just a cool little website to look at from time to time. I'm a big I've always been a big NBA person. Feel like I used to watch all the playoff series. I was so into it. As I've gotten older, I'm still into it. Not to the degree I was as a college student, but one of my best memories was watching that. Um, Always was a big Shaq fan. I really enjoyed watching the 0506 Heat. That was fun. I really enjoyed watching the that Warriors team with Baron Davis and Michael Petras and Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson and who else did they have? Andres Biedrins, I think. They had such a fun little team, and they upset the Mavericks. The Mavericks had like the best record in the league, and the Warriors had Donnie Nelson, who used to be with the Mavs. So it seemed like he knew a lot about that team and how they operated. So that Warriors team was really fun to watch. That was cool. Seeing the 8 seed upset a 1 seed was great. You don't see that, often. But yeah, we got some stuff going down in the NBA. If you didn't know, Jimmy Butler, got hurt last night, had an ACL tear. Hope he gets back, gets healthy soon. Oh, we got a prison sentence issued for an NBA bet scandal. Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, so Paulie and I were talking a little bit earlier, just briefly, about how Brunson called a players only Knicks meeting. And if, Steven Adams got hurt, that was tough. Oh, okay, let's switch over. Okay, how is the Discord looking? Anything going on, Paulie? We got some rumbles, got some wheels. The one and only Kirk is on a heater. Way to go, bro. Just remember to get in on the Discord. We got the live stream rumbles going on. Paulie gave away the cat. It's a great. We're just let's take a moment and let's acknowledge our guy Paulie Wiswit, the mastermind behind all of this. We're super lucky to have such a dedicated person who is just trying to promote basketball, promote sports, promote collecting. And, he's a great guy, super helpful, willing to do whatever for the collecting and connecting group. So we thank you for all that you do, Paulie. Thank you so much you know, for recruiting us and getting us to be a part of this. I think it's really fun. I feel like I always thought about doing something like this, but Paulie has been like super, super helpful as far as like, you know, positive feedback, giving reinforcement. So I'm super grateful. He really is. Paulie's great. And if I didn't tell you, Paulie, I love your accent. I really do. I don't really know too many people with your accent, so it's great. It's fun listening to you talk. It's kind of funny. I had a class of students earlier, and I was talking to the kids, and they were telling me about this teacher who had like an English accent, and I know who she is, but I was like, "Isn't that pretty cool to have a teacher that has an English accent?" And they're like, "Nah, not really. It gets kind of old." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, kids. See you later." Hey, Leet, what's happening? Yes, sir. Hey, Leet, I was super excited to see that. I didn't get to tune in or watch it. I don't know if it's already happened, but with your stream coming up, super pumped for you. If I can check it out, I definitely will. If you didn't know, everybody, if you're watching this live stream, we have one more giveaway Paulie's going to do. I'm going to be getting off in a couple minutes. So one more giveaway. Go get to the Discord. Love you, brother. Um, you're the brains and behind all this, Paulie. So we thank you for what you're doing. But yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm a huge Goodfellas fan. I'm Italian, if you didn't know. So I was all I was so into the Godfather series. All right, we got one more giveaway in the Discord for everybody that's out there. We got a Rumble coming up if you want to Rumble. I'm sorry, Lead, about your Texans. That was kind of like an ugly game at times with all those turnovers. But hey, that's football, right? But yeah, Goodfellas was great. I was always growing up, I was always a big fan of the mafia movies and the gangs and stuff. So I always enjoyed that. Just as more of a fan, not as something I want to do. I do love Korean barbecue. Yes, I'm a big I say I love most foods. I'm just not really into anchovies. I like sushi from time to time. But yeah, my one of my best friends is actually Chinese, and so in Boston we have a Chinatown out here. So we go do hot pot a lot. I've He's super generous, and he's invited me, my family, and I over, and he'll do a whole hot pot meal at his place. So that's really cool. But we'll check out um, we'll check out faux places. We'll go kind of all over. I've always been like a big food type of person, so um, I'm always into trying, new restaurants, new foods. Yeah, I've always a big fan. I don't know if we're gonna get a chance to have what did we call those? The Wagyu or why? How do you pronounce those burgers that you had at the with the little treasure chest over? What was that? Was that last? Oh, that was 2 summers ago, I think. That was funny, but I don't know if you just got here, Lee, but I was talking about how it was really cool that we got to meet Matas and just kind of seeing like where that player is as far as his development and how good he is at basketball. He's just really come a long way. Oh wow, yeah, yeah. That was fun to watch you order that. Oh my gosh. It was like your whole family was like, all right, let's do it. Yes. I definitely wish I ordered some different stuff there. I think I got like a pizza, and I got like a lobster mac and cheese, and it was just like too heavy. I should have went with the burger instead, keeping it simple. Okay, everybody, the Rumble is about to start. So if you're not in the Discord, make sure you get in there. We got a Otis Thorpe vintage vibes that Paulie's giving away. So make sure you get in on that. Yeah, I understand your perspective. Yes. It's hard. It's sometimes it's hard. Yes, for sure. I get it. I try not to think about that stuff too much, man. You know, I just enjoy the good times with friends. Oh my goodness. So in Vegas this past summer, last year, I got to go out with Mac, and we went out to What was the name of that burger place, Mac, that we went to? That was pretty sweet. Yes, I understand, Lee. I get it. Yeah, so I feel like I'm trying to remember. I don't know what the situation was this past summer. I feel like I didn't see you there, Lee, or you couldn't make it for some reason because it was a little different, like the way it was set up. This summer we were at the Brewdog again, but it was indoors. So it was like an indoor setup, and you can kind of just we just kind of ordered some different things, and it was pretty sweet. Oh, what a burger! Yeah, we didn't. I went to Hell's Kitchen 2 years ago. That was pretty cool. I went by myself, but the food was good. And oh, we're going back. Awesome. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. But yeah, the Hell's Kitchen was awesome. I was really a fan. Oh, sweet. Yeah, it's always good to see Lee. Always good to see Theo. The guys have been hooping. My guy Mike Wu is the man. Love Mike. Um, Dos Monteunos. He's a great dude. So and all that stuff. So Dunk. What do we call them? Dunks and donuts. I think is what we call it. We always get the donuts. Yeah, Whataburger was great. It was delicious. It was really like it's so tough too when you transition. Like I think you're on the West Coast lead, so I'm sure it's not that hard for you. But for me on the East Coast, with the time, I mean it's only a few hours, but my sleep is pretty regiment. So once I'm behind, it's kind of tough. All right, we got an interesting rumble going on here. The 69er broke Memphiato's back or something. What is it that happened? Elite found some edible berries. Oh boy. Only 17 players left. I know, right? It would be awesome to have a Whataburger right now. Yeah, it's just like it just takes some time, the once you get there, you're super excited to like walk around and do whatever, but after like so many hours, it's like it finally hits you like, oh, well, normally I'd be going to bed at this time. Yes, Raising Cane's is a great spot. I don't know if I ever told you the story. I'm going to tell this story, and then I'm going to sign off and wish everybody a good rest of their week. So last summer, 2 summers ago, I think it was after the Celtics won the championship, they had Al Horford. Al Horford was going to be at Raising Cane's in Boston. So I went to Raising Cane's, and there's a bunch of people there hoping to meet him. So the way it worked is Al Horford was actually in Raising Cane's. He was working the register, maybe just like, getting some orders, giving them out to people. And then what happened was the people at Raising Cane's came out and told us, they're like, oh yeah, Al's gonna be leaving now. So we're like, what? But they're like, oh, okay, sure, you can go over here and stand here, and maybe you'll see him, or he's gonna come out and say something to everybody. So he came out, talked to everybody, and I just happened to be standing in a huge crowd of people, but Horford had his security around him, and they had to get him across the street. Congrats to Jay Destiny on his Rumble win. Nice job, Jay Destiny. But going back to my story, so Horford had his security around him, and he had to get across the street, and the street was full of people. There was a lot of people there that wanted to see Al Horford, and it was really cool, special moment. I put my hand out in the crowd of people, and I just happened to be in the path that Horford and his security was going to. I didn't even move. He gave his little speech. I was just kind of standing there, and I put my hand out, and he high fived my hand, and then I got like truck stick by his security. But luckily, because I'm a big, strong guy, I wasn't knocked over or anything. But it was kind of like surprising because I've never been hit by a security guard before, so that was an interesting experience. Um, Chicken strips with gravy at Whataburger. Yeah, I mean, the Texas toast I thought was pretty good, but I mean, I liked it. It was different. I've only had it once, but I thought it was solid. Could always try it. Okay, we're gonna take one last look at what's going on in the NBA tonight before I sign off here. Let's see. Okay, I don't think this has been updated. All right, so we got two games going on right now. Thunder up by 14 against the Bucks, 60 to 46, and we got the end of the first quarter in Sacramento. They lead 30 to 26. So I don't know what's going to happen with this Kings game. I still don't understand with talent like DeRozan and Levine, and I just feel like those guys they can't play together. They can't share the ball. I think that's kind of what happens sometimes. Hey, Paulie, thank you so much. Hey, so wishing everybody an awesome rest of your week. Thank you so much for tuning in. For all those that took a little time to stop by and make a comment, talk a little basketball. Always understandable if you are doing multiple things at once. We love to multitask, and that's cool with me. Much for your time. Wishing you all the best for the rest of the week, and hope to see you all soon. This is Basketball City with Andy Mack. Hope you have a great night. Peace.